Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So I believe this is part 5 of the Secret Garden Lapbook that we've been working on together. If this is the first video you're watching, there is a playlist which is linked in the description box down below, so you can see exactly how I made this. But for today's video, would you believe we are at the embellishing phase? So in between the last video, I've got the journal bound together. I decided to bind the signature on its own, and then the cover is actually removable. So the whole journal comes out, but the cover itself is removable. I decided to go down that route because then, you know, whoever gets this journal can replace the pages as of when they need to, or maybe they just want to completely replace the cover. It's up to them that way. So I've done all of that, and I went through and I filled all of the pockets with things that I have already made, either on video throughout the series or, you know, things that I've just been making as I've gone along. So yeah, embellishing, that's what stage we're at. So let's just get going, shall we? So I'm going to start on the left hand side, and I'm just going to see how much I can get done in one video, and then I might very well come back and do a second video for the rest of it. Depends how much we get done. So I've got this, I'm starting with this badger envelope, and I just want to finish off my cluster that I've got on there now that I know. I made those in Roxy's weekly challenge, and I remember saying, because I didn't know where my clusters were going, I wasn't quite sure how to finish them off or what else they wanted. So I'm going to keep things simple. I'm going to add a butterfly, and I've got a lot of stuff on my desk, as well as this big lapbook. It takes up a lot of room when it's folded out. So I just picked out a few things that I think I'm going to want to use, but I might have to, you know, get some more stuff out. We'll just have to sort of see. But I just wanted to finish off, you know, that little corner. So I thought a butterfly would do that. So I've got my words, and I keep forgetting to use these Tim Holtz words. So I'm wondering whether I might be able to use one of these on here. Now I want something related to, you know, adventure or journey or, you know, discovery, you know, something like that, because this is how this lapbook is. It's, you know, all the things she's discovering in the garden. So I've got "and so the adventure begins," which could go up there. Just having a little look to see if there's anything else. Yeah, I mean, because this is essentially the first bit that you get, so I think that makes sense. Now I've got to be very careful to, I want, you know, I've got limited space on my desk because of everything's out, so I need to be careful that when I'm in the crux of decorating and everything, I need to make sure that I'm putting things back where I got them, because otherwise I will very quickly run out of room. Okay. So I realise I've put glue on it. I didn't even check where this is going. But I think I know that I kind of want it up this way. Yes. I think I'm going to go there. I should have really checked before putting glue on it, but you know, that's the problem with me, is when I get to this part of making you know, a journal or something, I get so excited for how it's going to go that I I just like dive in and, you know, all the rest of it. And I think that's all that needs. Although I am looking and thinking, do I want another butterfly? I mean, I never really do them upside down. I'm just trying to sort of soften my corners a little bit, and I think I'm going to go for it. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're excited for the last stages of this. For for those of you who've been watching along. It's been quite a popular lapbook in terms of, you know, you watching the videos and enjoying the process and stuff. It's been fun for me to try something completely different because, as I mentioned, you know, I've never made a lapbook before. Just going to bring that in a little bit. I just feel like sometimes butterflies, when you put them at the edges, corners of words, I just feel like it stops a word just randomly stopping in the middle of your picture. I feel like it gives it just a finishing off kind of look. Okay, I don't think I'm going to add anything else to that. I might very well, and I realised that I should have done it before putting the cluster on, but I might do a little bit of stenciling just in these plain bits. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, so I've got this section. Now I mentioned when I was putting the ephemera in that I've got this playing card tuck spot. That's the tag that I've got in there. Not everything is from the Secret Garden book pages. You know, I've used scrapbook paper, I've used other books and stuff like that. But essentially this is a tag related to, you know, her discoveries in the garden and stuff. So, you know, it's got kind of a botanical feel to it, I suppose, you know, field notes kind of look, but less so than, you know, if I was doing something sciencey. I don't know. It's hard to explain really. Anyway, so this playing card, some of the napkin obviously came off down this corner. So I was playing around earlier with what I could do up there to, you know, hide that. And now I was playing around with essentially a bunch of leaves. So it was like, you know, greenery in the garden and stuff, right? Kind of thing. I've got a little rock. This came from a scrapbook kit from a shop here in the UK. Don't know. It's one of those things, is like, you know, you just need to, you know, play around with it until you've got what you want. But I think it would be easier for that leaf to go up there, because then that completely hides my lack of napkin. Okay. So yeah, I'm just building up a little picture basically. So I've got this rock, mossy rock, and then this is from the Secret Garden books. I've got this little squirrel. And I thought actually he looks like he's sitting on top of the rock. So I'm gonna attempt to do something like that. And then I thought I might put some kind of label in there somewhere, or word or something. I think I went label because I've got words here, so I don't want it to be too word heavy, but I do need to cover up a bit there as well where my decoupaging wasn't brilliant. So, right, I'm going to have to ink each individual piece. So yeah, I did make a few decisions off screen just because I wanted to make sure I could get everything out of my stash that I would want. Originally I was thinking I would put blossom up there, but I felt like, you know, we already had flowers and we've got all of that going on. I wanted more green, so I thought let's go with leaves, and then it can be like, I don't know, greenery growing up a wall or something. Oh, it's fun to come up with your own little stories and things, isn't it? And this is another reason why sometimes we need to decorate, you know, later on down the line, because sometimes you have accidents, happy accidents that you want to cover up. Just need to get this in before. Yeah, sometimes you have happy accidents that you need to cover up, and right, let's try and get that in underneath. I just thought then it would look like, you know, lots of greenery and stuff. Hoping you can see that okay. I appreciate you probably can't see the detail amazingly well. I've lost my rock. There it is. Yeah, you probably can't see the detail amazingly well. I keep thinking I should bring you in, but then equally, you know, you might want to see everything together, you know, the whole thing. Now I think I need another leaf. So excuse me as I have a look in here. I just want another leaf in there because I've got some white that I need to cover up. So, or equally, just a mushroom. I was just thinking I could put a mushroom in there instead of a leaf. The mushrooms are growing behind the rock or something. Oh, that would be cute. That looks good. But do I still like it with my squirrel? I think I prefer that to the squirrel, to be honest. Oh, I don't know. Oh, that is so cute. Let's do that. Right, so I just have to ink. These also came from the same scrapbooking kit as the rock. They're little die cut pop out things that you could pop out from a sheet, you know. And yeah, they've been very helpful, very handy. Unfortunately, so the shop that I went to was Hobbycraft. They were doing this artisanal thing where essentially they were featuring artists who worked for Hobbycraft in different departments. So this particular lady who designed these pieces, they were all like forest themed. So I used a lot of the stuff in my Enchanted Woodland Fairy journal that I did. And yeah, she was a shop assistant, so she worked in the shop itself. But she did, you know, watercolor and stuff in her spare time as a hobby. And yeah, they featured a load of her stuff on card making and scrapbooking type stuff. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, I really hope you can see the detail because he looks really cool in person. I think I just need to fussy cut him a little better though. I think I was a bit lazy with my fussy cutting. I just need to cut his ears properly. So yeah, essentially this is my job for today, is to build up little woodland scenes. It's not really woodland, garden scenes. Remember, it's a garden, Justin. Now my garden in this series got lots of greenery and lots of trees to hide in and stuff because, my golly, I would have a garden like that if I could. So let's get our squirrel on. I have a feeling his tail is going to hang off slightly. I'm going to just try and position him so that I don't have to chop off too much of his tail because I don't really want him to lose his tail. So this is a playing card decoupaged with napkin, and then obviously I've just built up my little picture on top. So very easy piece of ephemera and a really simple thing that you can bulk do as well. Right, how do I get in there to just trim his tail? Excuse me if I'm leaning forward. I just thought it might be easier if I very carefully come in with my little scissors. I should have done this really before gluing it, but oh well. Okay. Oh goodness me. I keep knocking my elbow on this little basket I've got next to me. Okay, that's looking good. Put the pin in the glue. Right, are we going to use this label? Now, it's one of those things, I don't think it needs it. Like, it's not adding to the picture, if I'm completely honest. The only thing is that I've got a little bit there that I want to cover up. So, what if we use something else? I don't want to add another butterfly. So, what if it was a mushroom or something? Not quite. I think a mushroom is okay because it goes with the picture, but I want the right kind of mushroom. Oh, that's massive. Really, we need another one of those maybe, which I think I have got plenty of. I've got a little fern. I could cut that out maybe. Let's try that. I've got this mushroom. That kind of blends into the background, so which is an okay. I've got this from the same kit, so let's try cutting out a few of these and just see what we think. So I've got the mushrooms. So yeah, some of this will have to be fussy cutting. So this is what the pop outs were, but as you can see, they've got, you know, the border around. So I've just been coming in and just cutting them like you would a fussy cut, you know, for them to work, you know, work for what I want to use them for. So yeah, I'm going a little bit slower than what I thought. Not cutting, I mean decorating. I was saying to myself, oh, I'll probably get one half of the Lapbook done in one video. But then in fairness, there are some pieces that we don't have to decorate at all. You know, like this, I decorated those in the mass makes when I very first made it, so that doesn't need decorating. And yeah, some other things don't really need decorating. It's not like I'm decorating every page. So it might be too late to slip this under his tail, but I'm just going to see if I can just lift that up. I mean, that brings out actually some of the purple, because we've got purple on the book pages and on this, which is good actually. And then of course the red and the orange go together down there. I've got a bit of red peeking out there, because that's what I'm looking for, is how the picture looks, you know, as a whole piece. You know, when it comes to these file folders and Lapbooks and things, is that you see a lot of stuff together. You know, so you want to make sure that your colours go together and all the rest of it. But I'm definitely preferring this to the label idea, I think. So excuse me whilst I just cut out this fern, because I just want to know if I should be putting this in the background as well. Oh, I'm having fun. It might not be terribly thrilling to watch, but I'm having a lot of fun just making up this little, you know, little scene, I suppose it is. So just give that an ink. And I am wondering whether I should bring the camera in, but it's really hard to tell, because obviously I can, you know, I'm looking at it from a distance up at you to check what you can see and stuff. But right, let's pop this fern in. Well, that was really fun. I enjoyed that. So I started off with that playing card, and then just built up from there, isn't it? Just check that I've got that in the right place. So that's going to go there, so that one's coming over a bit. Okay, and then slip in our mossy mushrooms. Then we'll be on to the next bit. There we go. Yeah, I like that. And then we can just glue his tail back. I do like mixing and matching things. You know, I'm obviously trying to use the book pages where I can, and pieces from the books, the Secret Garden book I mean. But then equally I'm trying to mix it in with other stuff that's in my stash. You know, that's exactly what I do. It's what I enjoy doing. Okay, right, let's pop our tag back in. Lovely. Oh, I still feel like it wants a little something. I mean, I could have that on there. I do like the label, I do. So I'm going to do it. I mean, I like it without as well. I like it with and without. But I do feel like it just finishes it off ever so slightly. But I'm glad that I added in, you know, the purple of the mushrooms there and stuff. I think that's just helped it a lot as well. There we go. I should decoupage some more playing cards actually. It's a good way to use scraps of napkin as well. You know, if you've been using up your napkins on something else, then that's that. Oh, that is just the cutest thing. I kind of like it just without the tag in it now. Try and hide the tag as much as I can so it doesn't detract from my picture. There we go. And then the greenery of the tag is like, you know, the greenery carries on type of thing. Yeah, really fun. So yeah, I've already got a tag in there. I'm not going to show you every bit because then you won't watch the flip through. So that's all done and I'm happy with that. Don't want to add anything else. Yeah, all good. Nice. Okay, so then we've got this. Now this is going to be really simple. What did I do with it? I just wanted to put some crochet across the top, because where this is a tuck spot now, you know, a pocket rather than a belly band, that's what my original plan was. I feel like this will just finish that off. Just looking for the other end. Where is the end? Here it is. Yeah, I think we'll go with the thinner one. So I'm trying to work out which way round this goes. I think it goes that way. So let's get my scissors. Right, I'm just going to give myself a straight line. There we go. Right, let's pop this here. I'm really glad I kept that bee. I like how when you take the thing out, you still see, you know, you see the rest of the picture kind of thing. I'm just happy with my work. As we should be. We should like what we make ourselves. I can't work out. I never know which way crochet goes. I think it goes that way. Okay, right. Where's my glue? Here it is. Right, let's try and get this out without it going into a gunky mess on me. Oops. It's not even coming out, to be honest. It's one of those things I don't want to press harder. Or push harder on the bottle because then it will come gushing out. It's either too much or not enough, isn't it? Okay, that should be enough just to keep that in place. I don't like to use a lot of the Fabri-Tac glue because it can shine through otherwise. Okay, and then I just want to snippety snip just this end. Okay, just give that a stretch so it reaches. Oops. It's the only trouble with using crochet is you then end up getting everything in your project. Okay, there we go. Note to self, this would have been a lot easier if I had put the crochet on the pocket before I put it in the book, but I didn't know I wanted crochet until now. Lovely. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do there. I don't think it needs anything else because I don't want to detract from these beautiful illustrations and things. So that's what we've got in there. Okay, so that's all that done. This is already decorated. I did want to put a little bit of collaging behind these. and I mustn't forget that I've got a tag in there. Okay, I'll come back to that because I don't know how I'm decorating it yet. Okay, right, can't get it back in the envelope. There we go, okay. Right, put my lid on the glue. And sorry, I'm just tidying as I go so that I've got room for everything. Okay, right. So, as I say, this is just plain green when you take the stuff out, and I feel like we can do better than plain green. So I would like to do some kind of collage. Now I've got these from where are they from? Your Creative Studio. I did an unboxing for them recently, and I want to do something like that-ish, maybe. I don't know, something. Something. And then I've got various fussy cuts from the Secret Garden book, so I just wanted to see if I liked one. Now I originally thought I was going to do like a tall floral or greenery or something, but because this has got all flowers on it, I felt like actually I wanted to go down the animal route instead. So I'm just pulling out my animals from the books. I have got other animals, so if none of these are right, then I will use a different. Oh no, he kind of looks like he's looking at that robin thinking, yeah, I'll have him. No, thank you. All the animals are friends in my garden. Maybe. Oh, these squirrels, they do make me laugh. They've got such funny personalities. Oh, I could actually have, ooh, I didn't even think about doing the collage over the thing, but I don't want to eat into my pocket too much, so I won't do that. That's a maybe. Let me just reach in here a second. Oh, sorry if I'm nudging you. I've got my drawers attached to the tripod and it's stuck. Got it. I just wanted to have a little look at whether I had any other animals that I prefer. Because whilst I love those squirrels, they're so fun, I don't know if they're a bit too cartoony, which is not so much the look I'm going for, but so I am looking for some kind of woodland animal or something animalish. Oh goodness, what kind of English is that, Justy? It's because I don't want to pause the video whilst I look, because I'll only be a minute. Now I won't use another badger, I don't think. So I've already got several badgers in here. Okay, right. So the squirrels is definitely a maybe, because I like that we've got orange here from the fox and the robin, and then we've got the orange reflected there. I do like that. I don't think they take up the space well enough, do they? Unless, I mean, I could move these papers over a bit, but I kind of liked that they were like peeping out of the pocket, almost like they were in the pocket. So unfortunately, I don't think they're quite right for this. They're looking the wrong way. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I could cut around the rabbit, and then we've got this, his feathers. Oh, I like the feather. I feel like actually that may be what I want to do, because I'm thinking it's his feather that he's dropped as he's, you know, gone on his way kind of thing. And it kind of goes with the writing as well. It's like you know, like those old-fashioned quills and stuff, because this does have a vintage vibe to it as well. So I'm gonna try for that, and then I'm thinking some kind of like scripty label or something, or sciencey, but I don't think I want to circle. Or numbers, equally true, could work, but kind of liking the whole scriptiness of that. It's not too sciencey. Kind of thing. But I do think it's missing something. I'm just trying to work out what it might be missing. I feel like I want another feather, but I don't have another one. Sorry, I'm just looking again, because I do have somewhere flying birds. No, I don't want to detract from the robin. But I don't mind having a flying bird, so right. Back in here again. Sorry, I know, I appreciate the decorating stage. There'll be a lot of fumbling around looking for things, because you don't know what you want until you get there, do you? I want flying bird, flying bird. How big do I want it to be? Yeah, so I didn't have the right sized flying bird. I tried some butterflies. In the end, I think I'm just going to leave it as that. I can always add to it at another point, but it was only supposed to be in the background anyway, because obviously we've got these in there. I might change it, I don't know. Something like that. And then I can always add more to it as I go along. But for now, I'm not sure what I want. So then the last thing that I want to do on this video, I just have the tag inside this pocket to decorate. And then that is that side of the Lapbook completely decorated. So need to find somewhere to put it. Okay, so this is the tag that I've got in there. It's basically just a bit of packaging that I've completely covered with some scripty writing, just to give me a plain base with which to decorate. And then I had a bit left over, so I just shoved that on the back for a bit of interest when you're writing. So I'm going to start with these. So I've got a faux check thing here, just for a bit of background interest, so I'm going to pop that on. I did make a few decisions off screen just whilst I had you on pause, because I thought I may as well, and then that way this video isn't super long. But I'm pleased with what we've got done today, so I will do another video of decorating in case you would like to see, you know, the other side come together, because I suppose that will be a similar amount of decorating, to be honest. Now I think this is a sticker. It is, because I can't detach it from its back. There we go. I'll just pop some glue on. These are quite sticky stickers, so I don't think they really need the glue, but just in cases. And that gives that a bit of interest. So that's I think those were from your creative studio. Not the box that I received, but Mandy sent me those stickers. And then the back pieces are from a recent haul that I've done. Can't quite remember what company they were now. I've done quite a few unboxings lately, so I'm a bit, yeah, a bit unsure. And then I think just to finish it off, I'm wondering whether I could have some kind of label or word on it. Sorry about my neighbour there. His motorbike, but I've got the window closed today, so you might not even be able to hear him. Now, why didn't I find a label or a word whilst I had you on pause? Yes, I hear you. I'm asking myself the same question. I lied. I don't want a label or a word. I want a butterfly. I'm just thinking that I can just finish that off. Do I want that? No. No, I like it there. And that will be, I don't want to do anything too bulky, you see. Because it's only a small envelope, it's only a small tag. But I'm thinking that will be just enough. So yeah, where I'm trying to do collages and stuff, I'm trying to use scripty text and vintage kind of stuff, because this lapbook, that's kind of the way it's gone, because of the story, because of Secret Garden. It's you know, it's an old story, so you know, old documents, old letters, old tickets, that kind of a thing, mixed in with the garden look. I think that's all I'm going to do. I mean, it could do with something else. But then equally, I really, really like that. So that is for in there. And that is that side finished. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I do still feel like this collage wants something else. I feel like it does want something. I'm going to be here for a while trying to figure out what it wants though, but it's like, you know, I don't know. Maybe it would be some, maybe it's as simple as that. It just wants a word. So when you're, you know, when you take the stuff out of the pocket, you've got that focal point at the back. So I might look for a word, but I'll sort that out off screen. For now though, that is what I wanted to get done today, so I'm happy. I think that's my favourite. That was so fun to put together, this little tuck spot thing. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing that come together. So I'll come back. I'll probably put, I'm probably going to sit here and do the rest of the embellishing this afternoon. So if I do manage to get it done, then I'll put the video up tomorrow. So Friday and Saturday this week will be the Lapbook, and then we'll be on to the flip through. So thanks ever so much for joining me and keeping me company. It's lovely that I can talk to you as I'm doing stuff. So I'll say goodbye for now, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Bye for now.